Today, Lil Baby wrote, "I don't care about nothing else other than Durk right now, free the bro," which is his reaction to the news of words from Durk's father have Durk being released on a bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made an offer so great the judge can't refuse it.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
As the prosecutors dropped evidence against Durk, this gave him a release date. As the news wrote, today Lil Durk's court hearing had the prosecutors telling the judge they are willingly throwing away evidence against Durk while reading it out loud during his court hearing in front of everyone. I wonder how this will affect the rest of his bond hearing. Now, the lyrics they dropped are, told me they got an Addy go, got location go, look on the news, see your son screaming no, no, while showing the actual news report of Quando Rondo screaming no.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
As it is a great thing that they are dropping this evidence, however, before dropping it, they showed everybody inside the courtroom, including the judge, who's making the decision on Durk being released, which will definitely be in his head when he makes his decision. But Charleston White would even react.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
As while Charleston does not like the idea of Lil Durk being released, Durk's lawyer Drew Finling would reveal his release date, giving details of the prosecutors ruining their own case.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he mentioned, the case is getting weaker for the prosecutors, who can now no longer use lyrics against him. But this is when his lawyer would call the charges a joke, saying they only had lyric evidence against Durk. Now they're not even using it.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Ak. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
While the judge needs a few days to decide on Durk's release, something bad happened to Lil Durk. And let me explain. It was announced, reports reveal OTF rapper Lil Durk was attacked in his cell block earlier this morning at the LA County Jail. Conditions of the rapper's health is not public, however, a change of jails is now likely. This is what resulted in Kanye West calling Durk to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, just taking a day at a time, just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah, I love the time
from a federal prison.
I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Hey, look, that's all I'm talking about here. The people here, they get their time and know, they ain't never experienced the world. So, you know, I be telling them stories and they be on 20.
Wow. Yeah, man. You know, I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes before you called me. Yeah.
Rumors then began going around online on what happened to Lil Durk. However, fans noticed something very strange. Quando Rondo and Lil Tim did separate interviews, but both said the exact same message, and they were both released on the same day, as they had both interviews also released on the same day this happened to Lil Durk. While many look at it as a coincidence, others believe it's a way for the feds to not investigate them for putting a hit on Lil Durk. Here's what Lil Tim said.
No, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f him and shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
As Quando Rondo said the same thing, saying he wished he was handled a different way.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out, or whatever. Like, they could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Being very friendly on an interview while speaking about Lil Durk, when in reality, if these guys had the chance to get Lil Durk, they would take it 100% for what happened to their brother, Lil Pab. Now, Durk's lawyers would mention this inside of the courtroom, hoping that it helps him get on house arrest, as a few days later, the judge would then make his decision. Lil Durk would be seen entering the courtroom. As the news read, the feds say Lil Durk would need to go completely broke and give up all of his property to be granted a bond. They fear that he might use his fortune to place bounties on witnesses.
No bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is, under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's gonna have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
This then resulted in a viral tweet that reads, "If you think Durk was denied a bond because he's so rich, then you know nothing about the case. Dee Dee's brother literally just snitched on all the OTF, and instead of making it public, they're hiding it to catch Durk's lawyers by surprise." This answers the question on why the prosecutors dropped the lyrical evidence against Durk, as they just replaced it with new evidence from OTF Dee Dee's younger brother. I found the evidence files, and it's very concerning. It was so concerning that it was written, "The new Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and OTF members have changed the case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal." Lil Ted is also known as OTF Dee Dee's younger brother. This is Durk's main guy. Anything he needs done street related, he goes to Dee Dee. So when Lil Ted was picked up by police at a local convenience store, he had a firearm in his jeans pocket and he would be immediately arrested.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At this moment, Ted was then driven to the police station, but before even getting inside, he immediately broke down in tears. He even told the officer, and I quote, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings," hoping not to be placed into jail, but it was already too late for him.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I swear to God, I think about my son. I think about everything. I swear to God, I think I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Being placed into the waiting cell, Lil Ted was seen crying his eyes out, wanting nothing more to just snitch on all of the team members that he knows have done very serious crimes just to be taken out of jail.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me no, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
But here's where it gets very interesting. With OTFDD being his older brother, they share the same last name. When there was news of someone snitching with their family's last name in the court paperwork, everyone believed that it was OTFDD, with the entire internet going crazy, as that's Lil Durk's best friend. OTF Bezu had to hop on IG Live to clear the record straight.
No motherfucker know what's going on. But them people that's in them courtrooms, man, for real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on, for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on, for real. My kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate and nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
This is when many fans started digging through the paperwork. Even DJ Academics would speak on OTF Vonnie allegedly snitching, and it caused even more confusion.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
However, with all of this, Lil Durk still has one last chance of being released from jail. Academics would ask Durk's lawyer if he would entertain a plea deal. Drew says no, we're going all the way.
Likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's gonna be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
They're going all the way for one specific reason. Durk's lawyers have been keeping this in their back pocket to win the case, explaining that all Durk does online and in his music is express his First Amendment rights.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.
But there was a real huge issue with Drew Finling saying this during a public interview. It made the prosecutors create their own defense against it. And it all began when it was announced Lil Durk's day one homie Gleesh passed away last night in Chicago. This resulted in a viral comment reading, "Has anyone heard from OTF Jam after he snitched on Durk?" Several OTF members are gone, but low-key he's been gone for months, as he was outed for being a snitch on DJ Vlad's show.
There's a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam
now
got
he
him
put
in
everyone in the
jam.
jam.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case. But eventually he flipped.
As shortly after when he was outed for being a snitch, it was announced OTF Jam found by OTF members hiding out in a crib outside of Atlanta. Sources claim Jam was dealt a punishment for snitching on OTF owner Lil Durk, alongside a photo of a crime scene outside of a house that Jam was staying at that no one's heard from him since. As to understand what will truly ruin Lil Durk in the trial is what Jam provided to police, and let me explain. It reads, over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio recordings, video surveillance, and 20,000 pages of reports, are currently being processed for discovery, as an OTF member named Jam supplied them with this new evidence. The feds believe Durk paid to get these two people dealt with. Number 1, Stephon Mack, who got Durk's brother D-Thang. Number 2, OTF Jam's baby mom, who sadly passed after Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Feds think Jam is the key to putting Lil Durk in jail for all 3 crimes, as it was this Instagram live where Durk noticed Jam was wearing a wire, seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it.
Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I was having a dare. Architect. Having a who? I'm having a dare. School's out of town.
After fans pointed out that Jam was acting strange on that IG live, it was then announced Durk has been playing 3D chess the entire time. He knew OTF Jam was going to cooperate, as he would speak about it during a public interview, meaning he wanted Jam to know that he knew.
I see shit from a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your way is gonna cooperate.
As Durk would then later speak further on this, saying he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives anymore. He gives no information to anyone. You could tell how sad he is knowing Jam snitched.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been to my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the.
You gotta watch. Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
It's very important to know that OTF Jam is also the same man Durk gifted $50,000 to during this IG live. But I want you to pay attention to those in the background of the IG live. It's very important.
You know what's name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so they want me to get the trigger, bro. See that?
Feed
for my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. Sitting up there doing all this, sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof
Bro got out what?
You know
that how many you did now?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
Those people in the background of that IG live were the same people that were involved in Lil Fab passing away, meaning Durk hired those guys. And they're also the same men that were jewelry shopping with King Von, making it very clear they were all very close friends and they wanted to get back for King Von.
Solitary stone.
We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
It got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.